Hello, Coach Tagulas here. Welcome to this lesson on nutrition. So much of what we do in the weight room is dependent on what you do outside the weight room, i.e. nutrition and sleep. Can't stress to you enough how important nutrition and sleep is for your development in muscular strength. First, let's start off with our definition of nutrition. Nutrition is the science that studies how the body makes use of the substances in food and how and why people eat the way they do. Bottom line, food equals energy. Energy is very important for us. The food cycle, as you can see here, we need energy to do things in life, like exercise, work, study, do your homework, all those things. And in the cycle, what happens is you become hungry and you eat. And then as you eat, your body feels satisfied and your body is supplied with energy. And then once you have that energy again, then you use it to do what you're going to do: exercise, work, study, etc. Okay? So, again, think of food, and I say this a bunch of times in class, think of food as payment to the workers in your body. You don't pay the workers, they get upset. Think of it as gas to a car. You don't have gas in the car, it doesn't run. Body's very similar. Again, we said earlier that food provides energy, gives your body the raw materials that it needs to grow. It's enjoyable, can be shared with friends. You know, whenever you go to a gathering, usually there's food present because it makes people feel comfortable. Again, we need food for a variety of different things, but number one reason is energy. Moving on to a diet. I posed a question here. Are you following a diet? Trick question, because the answer is yes. Everybody's on a diet. The definition of a diet is everything you eat and drink. Now, with that being said, what you eat and drink, okay, your diet, can be healthy or unhealthy. Depends on what you decide to put in your body. Okay? If you eat junk, you get junk. If you eat good food, then you get to produce some positive things. And the key thing here, as I mentioned below here, a healthy diet provides all the nutrients you need. Okay, I am not a big supporter of supplements. I get asked constantly by kids in class about, should I take this supplement? Should I do this? Okay, my answer is eat a balanced diet. That's all you need to do. Okay, supplements. I can see a person that has a malfunction in their body that can't produce some things, then I would recommend supplements. But if you're a healthy person, you don't need to be taking supplements. Just eat a balanced diet, okay, and eat well. Moving on to nutrients. Nutrients, the definition, parts of food that your body needs and uses. Most foods contain a number of different nutrients. Okay, again, that's why we said earlier, if you eat a balanced diet, you'll get all the nutrients you need. Okay, to have a healthy diet, one must eat the right amount of 6 types of nutrients. Okay, and we'll go over those. The 6 types of nutrients are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. Okay, There's a thing called an RDA or an RDI, whatever you choose to look up there. But it helps you figure out how much you should eat. Okay, and this is very, very dependent on gender, age, and activity level. Okay. RDA stands for recommended daily allowance, and RDI stands for recommended dietary intake. Okay, and like I said earlier, they're both guidelines, and there are charts available. If you search online, you can find charts that have recommended daily allowance or recommended dietary intake. But if you search online, make sure you get a reputable source. Okay, I know the government has a great stuff on nutrition on there. So if you want to look for that, feel free. And I do believe I have somewhere in my files that. Now, we said gender, and typically males need more than females. Okay. Age, the older you get, the less you need. The younger you need a lot because you're still growing and developing. And activity level, okay, if you're a sedentary person, which means that you're not very active, you don't need as much as someone that's an athlete and who participates in regular physical activity daily. So that is very dependent. We're going to stop right here, and we'll continue with our next nutrition lesson here shortly. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back in a little while.